Welcome back to Nick Nack's Corner. I'm Nick, you're in my corner wearing my wizard robe. Today we're going to talk about episode 5 of The Witcher Adaptations. This one has still some of Sword of Destiny in it, as well as The Last Wish. So we start off meeting the Doppler. They are different in the books, just a little bit different. And the only one that we come across this early on, and maybe even at all, if I'm thinking correctly, is by Geralt, and he is actually a very kind Doppler, as opposed to this one that is killing people, and they don't have to kill people, they just have to look at them, so that's a little different. Melsack, it's never stated in the book that he is killed, but the Doppler ends up killing him in the show, and so we don't know what's up with him in the books, really. The Brocculon storyline from here on out is very different. Geralt and Dandelion are fishing for food in the books, and they have been traveling together at this point, so they are traveling companions in the books. Where in the show it's like, oh, it's been decades, and I don't know if it has been or not. While fishing, they bring in a bunch of trash, and Dandelion ends up finding a little pot of gin. They struggle over it and end up accidentally releasing the gin. Geralt's first wish was to get it to get out of there and go F yourself. He thought it was an exorcism speech, which is hilarious, but it was just get out of here and go F yourself, which was his first wish. Geralt takes Dandelion to the nearest town, and they end up stuck outside the walls at night because they don't have safe passage, and end up running into a group of people who tell them that there is a sorceress in town, but she is not to be trifled with. Can you guess who it is? So we run into Yennefer, who is alone in the books. There is no orgy when Geralt shows up. Geralt also brings her apple juice, which is something that makes her think to herself that, like, oh, how can I not reward someone who has thought of my thirst, essentially. He talks her into helping Dandelion. They end up having a bath, and she uses an invisibility spell on herself so that she could still look into Geralt's eyes, but he can't see her. And I think that was pretty funny as well. Geralt was sent out to do Yennefer's bidding because he was put under her spell, basically, and it landed him in jail, where he ends up making the guard burst, which was his second wish. The Yennefer and Dandelion scene doesn't really happen because Yennefer basically opens a portal and throws Dandelion through to get Geralt cleared. But Yennefer stays and still battles with the Djinn, not knowing that that last wish has not been asked for. And she's trying to become the, so where a Djinn would be trapped into a jar, she's trying to make a Djinn trapped into herself to make herself more powerful. And that just doesn't really happen. And there are multiple Djinns in the book that they mention. There's a fire Djinn, wind Djinn, earth Djinn, and water Djinn, I believe. And this is a wind Djinn, and wind Djinn. But it's one of those things that is very interesting, and she keeps fighting it. But Geralt shows up. She keeps trying to make Geralt go away, but and also they're in a tavern, not in a giant house, so the tavern's getting destroyed while all this is going on. And he goes in not because she saved Dandelion, but because he thinks he loves her, which is interesting because I don't know if he has the capability of love, and if he does, is it real? So Geralt shows up and makes his final wish. That final wish is binding him and Yennefer together. Yennefer seems okay with it after the fact, but I wonder how much of that is magic and how much of it is not magic. So there is always that question, is their relationship built on magic? That is everything for that episode, really. They go back to Brocculon Forest and do more serious stuff, but really series storyline changes a lot from the books to the show, so I'm not going to cover anything that's not in the books, really, because I'm just trying to do what they adapted and what they didn't. So I hope that this is well. If I missed anything, please put it down below. If I was wrong on anything, correct me. Also, please subscribe. I always love having more subscribers. And if you guys want to join my Discord, I have a Discord server down below. You guys have a wonderful day, and I look forward to talking to you next time.